Investors, the time has come. After a few months without a portfolio update, I figured that I was long overdue for one, just so I can show you through how I'm actually performing, and actually for you to hold me to the highest of standards, the standards that I hold all of you to. Therefore, today, I'm going to go ahead and provide you with a little inside scoop on my portfolio, run through 10 dividend stocks that paid me out during the month of March, while then briefing you on my thoughts on each of those positions and which ones I actually kicked out of my portfolio before closing out the video by diving into my dividend tracker with all of you. So with that, are you ready? Now, I used to do these monthly update videos, but I figured they're not always as helpful for all of you just to see which stocks paid me out in a dividend on a monthly basis. But I do still feel that they hold some type of value for you, at least so you could see my wealth accumulation over time from doubling down on dividend stocks and moreover just staying the course. However, if this is your first portfolio update video with me, try to keep them more insightful for all of you by updating you with my current thoughts on each of my holdings in case you want to add them to your portfolio as well. Let's first just start off with where I stand right now today. I have $152,204.85 within my brokerage account that currently holds 22 holdings within it, but hopefully that will be halved actually by the end of the year. Moreover, my account has seen a hefty leap from my last update, and that jump has actually come from investments into Google, Amazon, and the Vanguard Growth Fund VGT, in addition to swing trades that I've been in and out of, like Stanley Black & Decker and Pepsi, to capture the gains there. Now, most recently, a major focus for me has been Visa, ticker symbol V, to capitalize on its share price appreciation and growing dividend over time. But Visa was also the very first dividend stock to pay me a dividend in March. So let's go ahead and pull up its chart here to see that it continues to perform on the year, up already by 7%. And given this little pullback, perhaps it's actually an opportunity for all of us to buy. We can zoom out to see over 486% worth of appreciation over the last decade. Now, as for analysts, they foresee 11% worth of upside coming Visa's way, $310.06 per share. So I will likely continue to buy more shares of Visa, as for now I own 13 shares worth of the company, which allowed me to receive $1.56, given their smaller yield coming in at 0.75%. Yet I'm here for the growth along the way there. We see 18% year-over-year growth. Next up, I want to jump to the 5th of the month, where we had Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J, paid me a chunk of a dividend. Now, as you know, as a dividend investor, it is the leading healthcare giant that is truly just a must-own, a dividend staple for all of us, to which it typically fluctuates between the lows of around $160 per share to the highs of around $170 per share. And as we can see it right now, it's trading for $157 per share. So perhaps another opportunity here if you're long on it. After all, zooming out to about a decade's time, over 111% worth of appreciation, and analysts forecasting over 11% worth of upside for J&J, coming up to $175.36 per share. Now, I own 101 total shares of J&J. I received $120.66 thanks to this dividend yield coming in at 3.02%. The longevity here with J&J, 108 years worth of a dividend streak while maintaining an average growth rate of 8%. And the very next day, I then received another dividend payment from Southern Company, ticker symbol SO, which is actually the second largest utility company within the United States and a great option for anyone seeking safety, as utility investments usually provide just that, a ton of safety. Now, Southern Company is up on the year here, as we can see, nominally up, but zooming out to about 10 years time, get a nice track record here as well, with 150+% worth of appreciation. However, this may be an upcoming sell for me, as I want to go ahead and trim down on my portfolio positions and actually just focus on some growth stocks. But as for now, I am sitting pretty here with hedge funds who have also been buying more shares worth of Southern Company. But I hold 10 shares, which allowed me to receive $7.10, thanks to the dividend yield coming in at 3.94%. That's to be uninterrupted there, and a dividend streak of over 70 years and growing nominally by 4%. Now, investors, there's 3 out of the 10, so we have 7 more to come. But before I actually cover those 7 dividend stocks, I want you on this journey with me. Take some massive action right now by joining the financial freedom journey by tapping on that subscribe button. Now, in doing so, I'm going to be gifting you with market insights and dividend stock ideas every single week. Now, while you're at it. Let me know that this is in fact the content that added some value to your day by tapping on that thumbs up button for me. That's going to actually go ahead and prompt me to make more videos just like this. With that, let's get back to it with our fourth dividend payment, which came from McDonald's, ticker symbol MCD, to which I don't feel I need to say a lot more here other than I am absolutely loving it, especially as of recent with the stock trading for $280 per share. That's down from almost $300 per share not too long ago. Yet let's discover this growth over a decade's time with over 275% worth of appreciation. Analysts are also sharing that they foresee more upside, $325.30 per share coming on up. Plenty of hedge fund activity has been made over the past quarter as well. As for me, yes, I would indeed scoop up more shares, but as of this video, I only own 3 shares of McDonald's, but that allowed me to receive $5.25 thanks to that dividend yield coming in at 2.38%, and we got about 15% worth of year-over-year growth there. And while we're already talking about a secret real estate gem, McDonald's, I actually want to talk about the one and only Realty Income, ticker symbol O, everyone's favorite monthly paying dividend stock and real estate investment trust that has been able to amass a 15,000 plus property portfolio that leases those properties out to over 1,300 clients. And it's been the safest monthly paying dividend stock, if I may say, while we're at it here. Beaten down though and awaiting an interest rate pivot before soaring back to some of those higher highs. Right now at $53 per share, though if we zoom out, we do see over 108% worth of share price appreciation. Now, in addition, we do get some positivity from analysts projecting over 12% worth of upside, coming up to $60.40 per share. But as for where I stand right now, I'm holding 113 total shares, which allowed me to receive $28.96 on the month, all thanks to the Realty Income dividend coming in at 5.77%. Next up, this one may actually stir up some emotions from all of you out there, so let me know in the comments, but it's my investment with Tyson Foods, ticker symbol TSN, which is the largest producer of beef, chicken, and pork within the United States. And given the economic environment is finally beginning, well, maybe to actually favorably be on Tyson's side, we are actually seeing the stock continue to rise on the year. Right now, it's hovering around $57 per share. That's down by 15% from 3 years ago. Yet a decade out, we see over 72% worth of share price appreciation. Now, in addition, we do have a lot of hedge fund activity that's been occurring on Tyson. So I did go ahead to buy 23 shares months back, which allowed me to now receive $11.18 thanks to the Tyson dividend yield coming in at 3.39%. Now, if Tyson wasn't exactly your type of investment, I totally get you in. Perhaps Lockheed Martin, ticker symbol LMT, will be. A defense industry leader and arguably the closest defensive client to good old Uncle Sam. And with the world just about in total disarray, with the potential for also a radical conservative shift coming up, it may be time to actually look into Lockheed Martin and similar companies. As for Lockheed, right now it is actually trading for just $452 per share, PE ratio at 16.5, but think long-term here. That's where the magic happens. We see over 277% worth of share price appreciation, though analysts are also remaining optimistic on Lockheed here in the near term, as well, coming up to a share price of $477.60 per share. As for me, I own 10 shares right now worth of Lockheed Martin, which allowed me to receive $32.53 thanks to the dividend yield at 2.78%. And I want to actually check out this dividend growth rate with you because it's coming in at a whopping 16% year over year for the last 20 years, which is not too shabby there. And continuing up to the end of the month, well, a payment from Dividend Energy, ticker symbol DVN, came in, which has been a powerhouse in the energy sector that I recently invested into for a turnaround play, but only more recently has actually been turning around. So I'm likely going to be selling it out of my portfolio in due time once I collect that comeback money. However, it is trading right now up on the year for $50 per share, which is up by 13%, with analysts also forecasting some nominal growth coming up to $54 per share. Though based on the fact that it's not exactly a buy and hold forever play for me, I'm going to leave it at that. I hold 49 shares as of right now. That allowed me to receive $21.46 thanks to that dividend yield coming in at 4.75%. And now, just before I talk about the 3 ETFs that shelled out a dividend to me, I want to go ahead and mention Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC, a stock that I actually recently sold out of the other week at its year-to-date peak here of $37 per share. Not to say that it's a bad investment, but certainly being realistic given my age, not an ideal stock for me to actually hold on to. I had about 15 shares from what I can remember that allowed me to receive $3.06 per share, thanks to that dividend yield coming in at 2.56%. But to wrap us up and close this out, I'll quickly run through the ETFs that paid me out in dividends that I believe are just bar none the best investments that we can all just dollar cost average right into. So first up, the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, ticker symbol VTI. I received $70.91 from that one. Then the Admiral shares from this fund, ticker symbol VTSAX. It's like the sister fund. I received $101.98 from that one. And the latest addition to Capture Tech, the Vanguard Technology Index Fund, ticker symbol VGT, where I received $15.11. All along the way there, receiving dividends from settlement funds as well. A grand total for March, $446.20, to which we can jump into the dividend tracker, where I want to quickly point out that you can actually see I made less in January and February compared to those same months the years prior, but now really came in strong this month. But I want to pop back on the screen to share this one with you. I am not after monthly increases as much as I am a total return, and thus I can actually just relax in knowing full well that I'm going to hit another record year this year. But now drop your March dividend income totals down in the comment below. Let me know your dividend goals for this year, and more importantly, the strategy that you're actually using to hit that goal. Be sure to subscribe to the journey to join my financial freedom journey, or literally just click right here to get more insights now.